This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Now you may recall that last week, it will have been for you, it was a couple of hours ago for me because I'm doing all these videos on the same day, but on last Thursday's video I unboxed a Fazley guitar, specifically the Outlaw series, the Coyote Plus, basically a nice little Telecaster copy that you can just see the headstock kind of poking out back there on the couch there. Well, I mentioned at the time that Fazley had sent me 3 guitars to review. I haven't paid for these guitars and I don't get to keep them, and Fazley are not, or Bax Music, who own Fazley, the Fazley brand, are not basically paying me to make this video or anything like that. All opinions are my own. So as I said, there are 3 videos and 3 guitars I'm going to be doing, and this is the second one in the box right here. Let's get it out the box.
Go on, lad, way ahead.
Right, so here it is. This is, as I said, another Fazley guitar. This time it's kind of the baby brother to the one that I unboxed and reviewed last week. That one was the Outlaw Series Coyote Plus SS model, and this is the Outlaw Series Coyote Basic SS model. And how do they differ? Well, on the Plus model that you saw me kind of having a look at last week, you get a roasted maple neck. You don't get a roasted maple neck on here, although you do get a rosewood fretboard, not one of the kind of generic dark wood rosewood lookalikes, according to the spec for this guitar, which I'll put a link to down in the description, by the way. This is rosewood, which is nice. Neither do you get through body stringing, as you can see there. It's a top loader bridge. You still get the Graphtec Tusk nut, and on the Plus model you got an ash body with a hand rubbed stained finish. We still get the stained finish, very, very kind of woody, tactile feeling guitar. It is, you know, not that kind of heavy gloss polyester on this. It's, you know, you can actually, you know you've got a piece of wood in your hands when you're handling this guitar, which I do like. Yeah, the body on this is alder rather than ash. Still 2 pickups. There's a little bit of a thing to talk about with the pickups, and we'll get to that in a moment. 3-way selector, volume and tone. What appears to be the same tuners as we got on the other model. So the main difference is the Plus model, which is £149. These are £107. The Plus model, you get the ash body, you get the roasted maple neck, and you get the through body stringing. And that seems to be what you're paying the extra for. Straight out of the box, the setup on this is much better than on the Plus model. If you remember last week, I had to lower the action and give the truss rod a little bit of a tickle to get it, kind of nicely playable. The action, I seem to recall, from a couple of hours ago, I know it was last week for you, but the action I seem to recall was on the other guitar was about 4mm, so remedial action needed to be taken. Let's just measure the action on this. That is absolutely bang on 2mm at the 12th fret with a low E string, which is right in the happy zone as far as I'm concerned. Could go a bit lower, but it doesn't need to. It's a perfectly comfortable playable guitar. The fret ends are once again, beautifully finished. I played Mexican, made in Mexico Fenders with really bad fret sprout, and not just one either. And and if Fazley can sort out the fret ends so that they're not poking out the edge of the fretboard, for £107, then there's no excuse for anybody really to get that. I guess this is, kind of on a par with, in terms of price-wise, some of the cheaper Harley Bentons, which are a little bit cheaper than this. But then again, as you saw me unboxing this one comes with a gig bag, and I think it's the Harley Benton TE20 doesn't. It's a lovely little guitar, the TE20. One of my students has got one, and that I've played it, and it does everything you expect of that kind of guitar, and I'm expecting this to be the same. So once again, let's just have a quick listen to how it sounds. I am, same as before, plugged into the Marshall DSL-1 combo on the classic gain channel with the volume maxed out, so I'll be controlling any changes in clean to dirty by just dialing back the guitar's volume control. Let's hold it up there so you can see what I'm doing. So guitar volume maxed out, bridge pickup, and into the Marshall. Let's see what kind of noises we get. Excuse me while I just tune up. I thought I'd tuned up earlier and stretched the strings in, but it is ridiculously warm today, and it's not doing the tuning of any guitar any favours. So let me just, there we go, there's the culprit right there. Why is it always the third string that is always the the kind of reluctant one to stay in tune? That's hopefully better. Let's mute the mic again and have another listen. Did you notice something there when I went on to the middle pickup setting? The neck pickup, we'll come to the neck pickup in a moment, but I don't know if this is intentional or not, but we've very definitely got an out of phase thing going on here with the pickups. Excuse me, I forgot to turn my tuner off. We've very definitely got an out of phase thing going on here with the pickups. It's giving that kind of Peter Greeny kind of sound almost. I think Fender do that on the Baja tele, don't they? Let's have another listen to that middle pickup sound, that middle pickup setting rather. Now that is a sound that I really like. I'm just wondering if this is, intentional on this guitar, or whether it's, basically all you do to get that sound is you kind of reverse the wires on the pickup, so the one that goes to ground goes to hot and vice versa. So it's definitely the case on this guitar. I will be getting in contact with the lovely Rick from Bax Music to inquire about that, and when I do the full review of the guitar, I will update you and tell you whether that is just a one-off or whether it's something that is a feature of the guitars, of all of these guitars. The neck pickup for me is where it all starts to go a little bit disappointing, to be honest with you. I mentioned last week that I was surprised at how good what I'm assuming are the ceramic magnet pickups that are in these guitars, sounded on that Plus model. On this, and I'm assuming they're the same pickups, economies of scale and all of that, it just makes it easier to produce affordable guitars if you're putting the same pickups into all of them. But on this guitar, the neck pickup does kind of start to have that thing that many budget Telecaster neck pickups tend to get. I've noticed it on some older Squier Telecasters, where it just all sounds a bit woolly and muddy. Let me show you what I mean. Let's see what happens when I roll the volume control off to try and clean the sound up a little bit. It's still lacking that that glassiness that that you tend to get from a Telecaster neck pickup. For me, the two benchmark sounds I always have in my kind of mind's ear for the pickups on a Telecaster. The bridge pickup, I always think of the little intro riff from Bruce Springsteen's Darlington County. That for me is quintessential Telecaster bridge pickup sound. For the neck pickup sound on a Telecaster, my benchmark for that is Brian May's solo on Crazy Little Thing Called Love, and in the middle position I always tend to think of the guitar tone on the Cars' Best Friend's Girl. So yeah, the neck pickup on this guitar just lacks that glassiness that you get from that you think of, for instance, for the Crazy Little Thing Called Love solo. It's not a bad sound, it's a usable sound, and I will find a way of incorporating it into the full mix, the full piece of music that I do when I'll be doing the full review. But just first impressions, which is what we're dealing with here, I'm not really kind of getting what I would expect from a Telecaster neck pickup. I'll be honest, I was surprised at how good the pickups sounded in this guitar's bigger brother. As I say, there's not a lot of price difference. This one is £107, and the Plus model with the roasted maple neck and the through body stringing and the ash body comes in at £149. I think it's worth that extra few quid, so you're talking another £42. That's last time me and the missus went out for a curry at Bengal Spice, it cost more than that. So less than the cost of a night out to get, I think, a superior guitar. This is not a bad guitar. This is better than many guitars that cost maybe double the price of this. Guitars that are in the same sort of price bracket as this, as I said, the Harley Benton TE20s and the couple of Glary kind of Telecaster copies that I've played, which are nice, but this one just feels a little bit more sorted and put together. Certainly the fret ends, certainly the Graphtec Tusk nut, just the setup straight out the box and everything. It is impressive. It's just that neck pickup there that is not really, I think, doing what a neck pickup on this style of guitar should do. But that said, really impressed with the that out of phase tone in the middle there, whether or not that is by accident or design. Let's go back to playing some sounds. Let's you've heard the neck pickup there with the volume control backed off to clean it up a little bit. Let's go through all the other pickups settings to hear what sort of sounds we get with the gain backed off a little. You really notice that that sort of bassiness of that neck pickup, especially when you're going from that kind of hollowed out Peter Greeny kind of tone in the middle setting. So there you go, folks. This Fazley Outlaw Series Coyote Basic SS, as I say, trips off the tongue, doesn't it? Those are my thoughts and first impressions on the guitar. Make of them what you will. As I say, this video will be going out on Thursday, and you know the way the channel works. Coming up on Sunday, you're going to be hearing this guitar in a full mix, so I will by then have hopefully had a reply from Rick at Bax Music to let you know what the deal is with that middle pickup setting, and whether that's something you can expect as standard on this guitar, or whether it's just, you know, something that happened here as a happy accident. But there you go, folks. That is the video for today. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen and found it useful and informative in some small way. And if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not give me a like while you're at it? Don't forget, as always, the live stream every Friday, tomorrow in fact, every Friday, 5 p.m. UK time, where we drink beer and talk about music and guitars. What a great way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.